Loksound 5 sound projects allow a user to select different horns from ESU's horn pack by changing CV163, also called Sound CV9 or SV9. However, in these sound projects, one has to manually write a new CV value to the decoder either on a programming track or via programming on main to play a different horn. What if you want to change a horn on the fly, or want to have multiple selectable horn packs in your sound project? This video demonstrates a unique way to be able to make that selection real-time simply by using a function button on your throttle. In this custom sound project for Indian Railways 3-phase AC electric locomotives, I have a set of 3 horn packs with 3 distinct prototypical horns for each of the 3 electric locomotives, namely the WAP5, WAG9 and WAP7. To make the horns user selectable, I first loaded the sound files for each of the 9 horns into individual sound slots 24 to 32. The sound slot that controls which horn pack is played is sound slot 3, and here I have 3 sound containers for the horns of each locomotive prototype. The value of sound CV2 tells the decoder which horn pack to play when the horn function buttons are pressed. A value of 0 will play the horn pack for WAP5, a value of 1 will play the WAG9 horn pack, and the WAP7 horn pack will be played when the value is 2. Each horn pack has 3 horn options, horn 1, horn 2 and horn 3. Unlike the ESU horn sound pack, this container does not contain the actual horn sound files, but rather has 3 looping sound states, each mapped to the respective horn sound slot. This allows me to change the volume and pitch of each horn individually to get slightly different sounding horns, so no 2 locomotive models sound the same. I use the Loksound feature of the shift operator to control which horn is played upon initiating a horn function button. If none of the shift operators are active, pressing the function button for a horn will play horn 1. When shift 3 is active, horn 2 will be played, and horn 3 will be played when shift 4 is active. Now comes the fun part. The sound slot called the horn select allows the user to set and reset the value of CV156 or sound CV2 depending on how many times the function button is toggled, and thereby select which horn pack is played simply by manipulating the function button on the throttle. It uses the unique but less documented feature where the values of CVs 155 to 170 can be read and written in real time through sound slot conditions and actions using the registers sound CV1 to sound CV16. Pressing the function button on and off once leaves the value of SV2 at the default 0, which will play the WAP5 horn pack when the horn function buttons are pressed. Toggling the function on and off 2 times in rapid succession changes the value of SV2 to 1, causing the WAG9 horns to be played. And similarly, toggling the function button on and off 3 times in rapid succession sets it to a value of 2 for the WAP7 horns. In function mapping, function button F21 is mapped to control the operation of the horn select sound slot. Function buttons F2, F3 and F4 are mapped to sound slot 3 and will play each of the 3 horns in each horn pack. Function button F2 has no shift operator selected under logical function, and hence pressing it will play horn 1 of the selected horn pack. F3 and F4 are mapped to shift 3 and shift 4 respectively and will play horns 2 and 3 when initiated. So with this detailed introduction, let's see a live demonstration of this horn feature in a HO scale WAP5 electric locomotive model.